Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So, I'd like to explain real quick to my first timers how this works. I hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Try to describe the picture the best that I can. They never waste a message. So if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. This is non exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. Um, it She won't give me all the details. The details are none of my business. She'll give me just enough so you should understand what she's talking about. It's her show. I let them do whatever they think they need to do within reason. So we're going to talk to Mom today. Oh, she is so sweet. She's like the kind of person that would just sit around and go up to everybody and go, hi, dearie. How are you, dearie? I love you, dearie. You either have or you're going to smell. It's probably her perfume, but it smells more like lavenders or lilacs or some sweet flowery smell. And you can be in the store, you can be outside in your car, in your house, doesn't matter where you're at, you get that little whiff of that perfume, but it's a sweet one. So anyway, whenever you get a sign from her, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. Give her permission to bring you more signs. I don't know how long she's been gone, but feel the need to say when they first leave and you're in the really deep grief, and this makes no sense to me because to me it's backwards. It's hard for them to get their signs through and for you to feel them and stuff. It's almost like the deep grief puts a wall up around us, and that's when we need it the most, but that's when it's the hardest to get, it seems like. So just keep that in mind. The more it eases, the more you'll feel her. It, she says, I know you're sad, but I was ready to go. I was tired of being like this. I was just tired. And it's okay. It may not be okay to you, but it's okay to me. I know you miss me. I love you over the moon and back. Instead of to the moon and back, she says over the moon and back. Take care of the little ones. She's showing me animals. Did she have a dog or a cat or something? She's shown me dogs and cats. She says, take care of the little ones. You are special. You have a big heart. Everybody sees it. Know you will be blessed tenfold for the things that you do for others. Know that I appreciated everything you did, but I still felt like it was time to go. And what I've been taught is we come here knowing, having an exit point. Sometimes it's when you're 1 day old, sometimes when you're 100 years old. That timeline can waver a little bit depending on what's going on with people around you, what they're going to learn from you leaving, or from you staying. And it was her time. It was just her time. She says we're all going to have that time, but yours is not anytime soon. Know how much she said, I needed you, I relied on you, I trusted you. She says the trusted is the big part. I trusted you with every breath that I took. And I heard what you said as I was leaving, and I promise. And I will say at the end, when you think they're not listening, when you think they can't hear you anymore, absolutely 100% they can hear you. So she knows what you said to her. I promise you 1,000% she can hear you. She can see you now. Talk to her all you want to. You're not bothering her. Some people think, oh, if I talk to them all the time, I'm keeping them from going where they need to go. You can't tie a rope on them or just energy because we don't have this heavy body anymore. So talk to her all you want to. She'll let you know she's around. She says she has been in there looking in your refrigerator. So I'm in my dining room and the kitchen door is right there. And sometimes I hear my refrigerator door shut. And there's nobody else home but me. You're going to hear that refrigerator door. Or you could go in there, it might be ajar a little bit or something. So no, that'll be another sign from her. And ask her. Don't beg, don't insist. Just ask her to bring you more signs. Hers will be sweet, loving signs. They won't be like knocking things around the house like some of them do. Okay, she's showing you being in bed, and there's like this strong essence of something, but she's not really letting me know what it is. I almost feel like it's something that she cooked, but you're in the bedroom. It doesn't matter. Do it any way they want to. But there's like this, you're going to smell it really strong. And I know one time for 2 weeks, every morning when I woke up, opened my eyes, I smelled chocolate chip cookies. Never figured out who it was. Somebody was trying to let me know they were there. So know when you smell that, like when you first wake up, or maybe in the middle of the night, know that that's her. Again, validate her, acknowledge her. Let her know that you know that that's her. And it's kind of like it opens up a door for them. They go, oh, now they realize those are signs for me. I'll bring you more. Shoes, something about shoes being on the wrong feet. Was she putting her shoes on the wrong feet? I usually ask them to validate at least a couple of things so you know for sure it's her we're talking to. Something about putting shoes on the wrong feet, and she's not explaining. She says there is no more pain once we get up there. All the pain stays with this heavy physical body that we had. This is our little vehicle for our soul, our spirit to ride around in down here. And we have the same soul and spirit when we get up there. We just don't have this heavy vehicle anymore. It's kind of like we're free. She says she's with her mom, her dad, her grandma, and she's pointing at her dad, so it must be dad's mom, a cat, a dog. Sometimes they'll show me the animals, but she's not. This is her show. It's all up to her. So evidently this cat and dog would be a special one. She says the cat was kind of an asshole. So she's mentioning a cat that maybe she didn't get along with so well, but still there with her. She says she was blessed that you chose her to be her mom. I know this might be going a little too far into my woo-woo stuff, but we choose our parents before we come here because there's lessons we have to learn. And or maybe lessons they have to learn and we actually pick them. I don't understand how that works, but that's what I've been shown. And she says she's blessed that you chose her. She did. She doesn't want you mourning for her, but we're going to. She says everything you did for her at the end of her life was perfect. She wants you to stop doubting that. She wants you to stop doubting the decisions that you made at the end of her life, even about the funeral. She's talking about from the times that she was getting weak until after the funeral. She said everything was absolutely perfect, and she's very honored. So she wants you to stop doubting that you think that maybe you did something wrong or something she wouldn't have liked. She said no. It was perfect. Yeah, I hear her saying Jake's name. He's a sweetheart, isn't he? Love him to death. You have something of hers that you hug, that you hold. It almost looks, she's got it kind of wadded up. It almost looks like a sweater. It's some kind of material anyway, something maybe that she wore, something that she had at the end, something that you hug onto. And she's showing tears dropping on it. She wants you to know that she knows that. Okay, but you got to show me. You got to show me. She's so soft and gentle and sweet that she's kind of coming through slow. It's not that there's anything wrong with her. It's just that we're getting the flow. That's just her energy, her nature. She's showing a necklace. She's dangling a necklace. So do you have a necklace of hers? Maybe a cross necklace. Can't tell for sure. I can't quite see what the little thing is on it. She loves you very much. Very, very much. Okay, she's showing you sitting, excuse me, outside somewhere. I can't tell if it's like a front porch area or a back yard, but like outside the house, sitting in a chair. Sitting there thinking about her, and she's sitting right next to you. Oh, she's showing herself all pretty now. All pretty, younger, pretty, hair all done, looking spiffy. No physical ailments. So this will be back. This is how you can look any way you want to once you get up there. They always come through, so you will recognize them. So that's how they present themselves to me. But now she does look, I can be young and pretty again. So she's sitting in this chair next to you. So go get a couple of lawn chairs. Sit out back or wherever your patio type area would be. Put two. Set two there. Ask her to sit in the other one. Hold your hand out to the other chair and ask her to hold your hand. Sometimes it takes 10, 15 times. And like I said, if you're still in really deep grief, it could take a little longer. Just relax your hand. Don't do this. Hold it out there to the other chair. Ask her to sit there and ask her to hold your hand. Eventually, you'll feel like a pressure, a warmth, Sometimes when I'm walking and I ask one of mine to hold my hand, it actually feels like they're holding my hand. It may not feel like that because we don't have fingers anymore, and I never know how somebody else is going to feel the energy. You're going to feel it different than I do. So just, and talk to her. Talk to her like you would if she was still here. Then watch and see what happens around you. When you finally feel something in your hand, is there like a certain butterfly? Is there a cardinal sitting there? I mean, those are the normal signs, and she'll probably use some of those. But I always ask them for something unique. So the smells in the refrigerator will be unique to her. But know that you will also get, just see what's out there. Could be a certain bird sitting in a tree that just sits there and stares at you. That will be another sign, and that will be a continual sign. It's like when my friend passed away, and I went to the cemetery at least once a week, if not 3 times. And every time I went out, I'd go, "Where's my damn sign?" And a white butterfly would come over, circle my head, and leave. And about the 10th time I went, "There's your sign, Rhonda." Watch for the repeating the same thing. Is there always a feather? Is there always... And I don't like using those, but it's up to her, because those are so common. But mine is a white butterfly because that's the one. And I actually went to his dad's funeral, and a couple of butterflies came over, but they were colored. And I said, "That's not good enough. It's not white." And I will swear on my life that those butterflies left, and a white one came back amongst all the people standing around me, circled my legs a couple times, and left. So watch for that repeating thing, because she's going to use more. And anything she uses will be really soft and sweet. So she will like the butterflies and the feathers. And I don't hear them using coins as much anymore as they used to. Right? She still showed me a bird in a tree. So watch for a bird to sit in a tree and just look at you, or maybe he chatters a lot, getting your attention while you're sitting there. She says, "I love you more than you know. I feel blessed to have you as a daughter. I have not left you. I have just changed form." FORM. Be kind to yourself. You are wearing yourself out. Take care of you. Go take that bubble bath. It's time for you to relax now. You worked hard. And you worked hard for me. And I can't thank you enough for that. For making me feel safe. At a time when a lot of people don't feel safe. And she's talking about the end of her life. When a lot of people are just kind of left alone and they don't feel safe. You made her feel safe. She knew she was taken care of. We will meet again, but not anytime soon. And I will be waiting for you, just like my family was waiting for me. And she saw them before she left. So if you were there close to the end, you might have noticed her staring at a corner of the room. She might have started talking about, what did I say, her mom, dad, grandma. She might have started talking about them or talking to them, because they came to, she says, fetch her. She uses the word, they came to fetch me. Because that brings them more peace, that they know they are safe to leave when their loved ones come. And that, if you know anybody that works in a nursing home, that happens a lot. A lot. So know that she was in a large angel. There's almost always a beautiful angel there too, to kind of, I want to say, oversee the situation. And right now my head was pulled to look at the clock, and it's 11:11. So go Google angel numbers 1111. Has to be 4 ones. Go Google angel numbers 1111. And there'll be a message in there for you. She says, "Sweet child of mine." Well, that's a rock and roll song. So I don't know if she's referring to the song. A lot of times they'll refer to a song. I can't see her referring to Guns N' Roses, but maybe. You'll know best. Maybe you listen to Guns N' Roses. I don't know. She says, "I am there with you more than you know. You just need to trust it. Trust it." And you don't even have to tell anybody. If you want to trust it, trust it. You don't, if somebody else is going to think you're crazy for doing it, don't tell them. She says, talk to her. She will answer you in some way. You probably won't. Every time I start saying you hear her, she starts to say something. You might hear some whispering. It'll probably be in one ear. It could be a buzzing in one ear. It could be a humming in one ear. When Bob does it, which he hasn't done it for a while, he's in trouble. Like my ear would get really hot and feel like it was on fire. And one time my whole side of my face got so hot, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have the virus. I got my thermometer and clicked this side, perfectly normal, clicked this side, and the alarm went off. So their energy, when they get really strong, and I don't think she's going to be that strong though, but she wanted me to refer you to this so you'll know that that's her energy. She probably won't make you all hot like that. And Bob's good at it. He's been doing it a while. But no, if you get that in one ear, it could be a shrieking, it could be a buzzing, it could be a humming, it could be warmth, it could be a hair you can't get off your ear. Know that that will be her coming up to whisper in your ear. She's trying to say, I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. You may not hear those words, but you might hear the humming, the buzzing, because their energy frequency may not be down here to ours. So you may not be able to understand the words, but just know that's what she's saying. You are special, and I'm not sure you know how special you are. Be kind to yourself. Again, she says that. And allow my memory to help boost you forward and not hold you down and hold you back. We were lucky to have each other all these years. Now move forward and share the type of energy, love, she says remembrance, to others like I shared with you. Teach others. She wants you to teach this to others. She wants you to pass this on. Whether it's, she's not even saying specifically like to your children or whatever. She wants you to pass it on to others. Doesn't have to be anybody even related to you. She wants you to pass this on. She says what the world needs now is love. Sweet love. What's that song? That's Dionne Warwick, I think. They always refer to old songs that I know. So go play that Dionne Warwick song. And you might hear that come on the radio. You might be walking through Walmart and hear it on the Muzak thing. She says the world is a tough place now. Don't make it tougher. make it better for everybody, because that's what we need, is love, sweet love. And I love you very much. So she's getting up out of the chair from outside. She's leaving something in the seat of the chair. So if whatever 2 chairs you're going to pick, the one for her, watch that chair. It could just be a leaf, it could be a feather, it could be, watch the seat of that chair and see if something doesn't land there, end up there. She's showing, it looks like she's laying a carnation in the seat of that chair. So I don't know if you've recently given her a carnation, or at least it looks like a carnation. Maybe something just similar to a carnation. With that, she bends over and gives you a kiss on the cheek. And that can feel like a warmth, a tingling, something you can't get off, like a bug crawling across. Usually they make my head itch. She's not making my head itch. Their energy makes my head itch. And that's different. She's showing like leaving red lipstick on your cheek. I don't know that I would see that happening. I'm not going to question her. Or maybe that's something she used to do. Give you a kiss on the cheek and leave lipstick on there. So, no, she is there. She is there. You're just not feeling her yet. You will. You will. Just trust it. Trust it. Trust that she will always be there for you. And my ear's starting to itch. So I guess I spoke too soon. And like I said, they always make me itch. And she's on this side. So that too could be a sign. It itches and you can't make it stop all of a sudden. She's doing plenty, but they're all really soft and sweet. So they're going to be easily missed. So, okay. She's leaving. She's blowing you kisses. Let me know when you start getting your signs, because she's all around you. I promise you. Without a doubt. Trusting it is a big part of getting the signs. And what's it hurt to trust? What's it hurt to believe? I can promise you 1,000% it's true, but what's it hurt to believe it? Much love to you, my dear. Anyway, see you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. Voice for your loved ones. Later.